richer. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers coming up next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. A hat will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Punch the 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory, because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Fournette, a first down carry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now, it's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On play action, now Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady, he completes this into the hands of Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And folks, after that last play, Mike Evans, the wide receiver, yet to get back to his feet. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Ryan Suckup for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Lance now on first down.
Flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They hand it off to Mostert.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
That's it, baby.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Brady now on first down. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Brady. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson, 34 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead is down to 4. Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing on first down is Lance. Dancing to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 39 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
On 2nd and very short, Brady. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made him buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. 30. Past the 20.
Prime time,
Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gould to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. K.J. Wright. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the kick. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
This is Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 41, Lance buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
James has got it, complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Brandon Ayuk
fluke. 49 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers, 17. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brady now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A shotgun give to Fournette. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady, got to have this one. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the 44, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Oh, Tyler Johnson
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You blocked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's
49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, 194 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into... And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gold to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back now comes Tampa Bay. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Brady will try again on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady now to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Brady.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7. I got you.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.